Hi, I'm Christie with What's for Lunch, and I am here with
Sarah Castleman from Elkhart Community Schools.
So we are going to be showing you a recipe in the braising pan. Some will know it as a tilt skillet as well. Taco soup that we're going to do today, you're going to be able to see how to do your ground beef. It's going to be very commodity driven as well. Your vegetables. It is the most versatile piece of equipment outside of your Combi that you have in your entire kitchen.
Yeah.
So we definitely want you to be able to utilize it, not just for full efficiency of using everything that's been purchased here, but for the efficiency of the time of your staff too in feeding kids.
Yeah, and we serve a lot of students here, so anything we can do to increase the quantity and lessen the time will be super helpful.
Okay, great. Well, let's get started. So we are going to just spray that down. And you're just going to spray it really good. And because this can get hot very quickly, I usually say start at that 225, 250 mark because you get very comfortable with that, okay? We're already sizzling. Do you see this?
Yeah, it is sizzling.
Okay, we got that turned on. We're nice and hot. We're going to dump our ground beef in here. Okay, so we've got the ground beef and the turkey chopped up really well. It is ready to go. Remember,
that is going to taste so
I
good.
know. So kids eat with their eyes. It's a really great thing to remember. So adding the colors, we can change the way they view vegetables.
It's a great idea to hide some vegetables in their food. It's a great way to get them to eat it.
So now we're going to dump that in there. Add in some corn. Now, if you see, like, we're adding things that you get commodities, right?
Yeah,
which
USDA
is really great.
corn.
Yep, I love it. So we have that. Just keep stirring that all up. We've got beans, black beans. Do you see how we're just dumping?
Yeah, there's some
everything just keeps going, right? Everything just keeps going. And then, oh my goodness, I need to work out like you. Then we have all of our tomatoes. And we're going to add in our taco seasoning. I had a director I asked one time I was doing a recipe with, and I'm like, well, seasonings, how much do we decide? He says you season with your heart.
That's a good quote.
So there we go. All
we
right.
say love, food that's made with love tastes better.
Okay,
Yeah,
I like that
that's
one
what we
too.
say here sometimes.
Good. Doing great. Now, to be able to get a lot more of that liquid, I just am going to add water to that. So you're just going to keep seasoning, adding your seasonings as need be. Create your recipe. Be creative with it for what you have, what you need to use up. But a braising pan is something you should be having fun with and not something to be scared of.
That looks beautiful.
Isn't it pretty?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and add some more tomatoes to that, put this lid down, maybe add a little bit more
let
seasoning.
it simmer away, huh?
We just let it simmer. Hi, I'm Christie with What's for Lunch, and I am so excited. We are making one of my favorite recipes, and it is the perfect grilled cheese in a Combi. And I am going to be doing that in the Vulcan ABC. I love this Combi when it comes to K-12 because so many Combis, you have to think about, like, what is my steam ratio when I'm in Combi mode with the convection air? It's going to do it for me, which makes it even better. No nonsense, ease of trainability. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to go assemble these amazing grilled cheese sandwiches and pop them in this Combi right here. Okay, so we've got our grilled cheese in, and yes, look at that, only 5 minutes. I love it. So we are set for 350 degrees. Real quick, when we talk about cooking on all these racks, I usually don't recommend cooking grilled cheese, pizza, that type of stuff on the very top rack. So you end up having enough space to get in all of the product that you need. I would recommend lowering that down one because we have so much heat that goes to the top, and we don't want to burn that bread or cook that a lot faster than what we do through here. So how I assemble these is I have a sprayed pan. Guess what? No parchment paper, okay? I spray that pan really well, and then I sprayed the bread. So it'd just be whatever spray that you're using, whether that's a butter-flavored spray, anything like that, that's what you're gonna do. Now, if you are using, as some of my kitchens call contraband, you can do that as well. Still spray your pan. And by that, I mean like margarine or butter, okay? Still spray that pan because we've taken away the parchment paper. What I love about this is that this Combi has already decided by adjusting my temperature how much steam I have in there for my Combi mode. And really that 30% is perfect when I'm talking about doing the perfect grilled cheese in the Combi. You really don't want to see that go over 40%, and then this one's going to adjust in tens, just so you can see that here, okay? So I'm going to keep that at 30%. That's going to help and brown and crisp that bread, melt that cheese, okay? A lot of people think that steam is going to add humidity in. Steam is dry. Steam is dry, okay? It's not wet. What we think of steam being wet, it's actually steam hitting something cold and condensing back down to water. So now mixing that with the convection air is going to allow that to brown and crisp, just like if we were throwing that into our braising pan on the bottom, doing a nice grilled cheese, or even just like you would use your skillet at home. Just some great features on this is the fact that I can adjust that steam or that humidity control with a turn of a knob. And I'm just going to show you real fast here. I don't want to mess with it too much. As I go up, this humidity is going to decrease. I love that. Also, what I want to remember is I'm working on a high fan in this Combi. High fan. Now, there is a pro version that you could get the probe to check the internal temperature, but that's going to allow you to adjust your fan speed. People, it's so important to know what fan speed you're working on. Trust me, the air cooks what it can touch. So does steam. So when we're combining the both into Combi mode, we are going to get the perfect grilled cheese. Now, if you have a Vulcan convection oven instead of a Vulcan ABC Combi, same rules apply. It's going to be a high fan, 350 to 375. I'm working on 350 here because I am using that steam right along with it. So I want to make sure that I'm not browning too much, cooking too fast, because I want that cheese to melt at the same rate that I'm allowing that bread to brown as well. So we are almost done, 2 minutes, and it's going to be fantastic. When we talk about K-12 and needing a great Combi, it's ease of use, right? We don't want everything to go in Combi mode because it's in a Combi. It's being comfortable with trainability for our staff, subs that come in, and that's what's so great about this because the thinking is done for you. When this timer goes off, I just want to show you something really quick to be able to keep that oven temperature hot. You always want to work on a preheated oven as well. Make sure that oven is nice and hot into temp. So it's getting ready. There we go. And that is loud. So if you saw, I just backed that right back up. So here, back it up. This symbol right here means continuous timer. That tells my Combi I'm still cooking. That Combi stays hot. It keeps it ready for the next round, even if it's going to be like 10 or 15 minutes. It's really important in your production and efficiency of time to use that continuous timer. Okay, we have our beautiful, if you can hear, like it's crunching. Look at that. It's not soggy because guess what? Steam is dry. We've got gooey cheese, and we are griddled on both sides. That is your perfect grilled cheese Combi. Remember, everyone, it's just about ease of use, knowing your fan speed, no parchment paper, and in 5 minutes, we had the perfect grilled cheese. Now I'm going to go eat one.